Previously on
That's so Kyra.
My gloss is popping. I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it.
It's a shots off at your dome.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning viewer, it is so nice to see you all here again. But for all of my new people, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Shakirah, and welcome to my channel. By the title of today's video, I'm going to be talking about some things that I wish I knew when I was 18. Now, disclaimer, before I get into this, I am 20 years old. I'm currently 20. So you thinking 18 to 20 is not that big of a age difference, and you're right, it's not. It's only 2 years. But a lot has happened in my life with me as a person. I'm nowhere near the same person I was when I was 18. You know, you live and you learn. But before we get into all of that, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that little bell notification button that's right next to the subscribe button so you don't miss out anytime I post a video, because why would you want to miss out on like helpful videos like this? Like why would you want to miss that? So without further ado, let's get right on into the video. First topic: healing is not linear. I feel like everybody should know this. Whether if you're healing from heartbreak, emotional trauma, physical trauma, mental trauma, whatever you're healing from, grieving a loss, it doesn't matter. Healing is not linear. It's not just straight up. For most people, it's not going to be straight up, and that's okay. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you too emotional. It doesn't make you, any of these things, especially for men, that this society tries to put on, that if you don't heal right away, you're weak, or you're too emotional, or you're this or you're that. It doesn't make you any of those things. It just takes you longer to heal, and that's okay. You're gonna have some really high days. You're gonna have some high days. You're gonna have some really high days where you're like just killing it. And then you're gonna have some low days where it's like, I'm not. And then you're gonna have some really low days where it's like, yo, throw the whole day away. And that's okay. Yeah, all those days are okay. It's okay if you stumble and fall, just as long as you get back up. And it doesn't matter how long you fall, just as long as you get back up. And if you're healing right now, please don't think that your healing is taking too long or that you're doing something wrong. There's no manual on how to heal. There's no manual on how to heal. If there was a manual, trust me, I'd have it. And I would have read that book cover to cover. It could take 1 month, it could take 10 years, it could take 30 years. Some people die and still haven't fully healed from situations, and that's okay. So it's a process. So it's not just gonna be exponential growth all the time, So it's rarely gonna be that, and that's okay. You're doing just fine. I love you. Next topic: don't rush to lose your virginity. / wait until you feel like you can't wait any longer. Most people, they lose their virginity around high school time. Me personally, I lost my virginity at 18 years old. I will say that I don't regret it. I did wait until I was ready. I was comfortable with that person. And at the time, I did feel like they were deserving of my body. But I could have waited. Like, it wasn't like, no, this has to happen tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I regret it, but I am saying that I could have waited. Like, it would not have killed me if I didn't wait. Looking back at it, that person didn't deserve my virginity. They truly didn't. But I don't regret it because, like I said, I was ready personally. In my heart, I knew that I was ready. I was comfortable with it. So I don't have any regrets. And, it's fine in my heart. But for anybody, doesn't matter what age you are, if you're thinking about, having sex for the first time, voluntarily giving your virginity to someone, just make sure that you're ready and hold out as long as you can. Like I said, until you feel like you physically can't wait anymore. You're like, you know what? I want to do this. I want to do this with this person. to make this decision, do it, but not a moment before then. Don't do it a second before then. Like I said, if you feel as though you can wait. Some people wait until marriage. Do that. I think that's what God says. But if you feel as though you can wait. If not, be safe. Use protection. Pulling out is not protection. But it's not like medical protection. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not contraception. So yeah, make him wear a condom. Make him wear a condom, especially if it's your first time. Make him wear a condom. Dude, if you're messing with a girl and it's your first time, wear a condom. Wear a condom for your first time. I don't care. I don't care if you never wear it anytime after that. Well, I do care, but even if you don't wear a condom anytime after that, at least for your first time, have the person wear a condom. Please, have them wear a condom, at least for your first time. Just thinking, because there would be nothing sadder than you lose your virginity to somebody and they give you something that you can't get rid of, or they give you something in general. Have them wear a condom at least for your first time, at least. So, yes. You should wear a condom all the time, but at least for your first time. Next topic, and this is something that I struggled with when I was. Don't try to change someone. You are not Bob the Builder, okay? If someone is stuck in their ways, let them be stuck. I know you might care about them. I know you want them to do better. You want them to steer clear. You want them to repent. You want them to, turn around and walk a better life. But if they've made the decision that they're going to do things a certain way, they're going to act a certain way, they're going to talk a certain way, whatever the case may be, they're going to handle things a certain way without no form or indication that they're trying to change or that they want to change. Leave it there. Truth be told, whether you're religious or you're not religious, I'm a religious person. So, whether you're religious or not, the only person that can truly fix somebody is God. And you're not God. So, it's going to be emotionally, mentally, sometimes physically and spiritually taxing on yourself. Because you're taking pieces of you and you're taking you and you're trying to put it into them. And then it's for somebody that's that has a hard heart, that has a hard head, and they're not trying to change, that you're just, putting stuff out there, change, I care about you, I love you, this, and it's just bouncing off of them. It's just boom, 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 and that is draining you. So you're not Bob the Builder. Stop trying to fix people, especially the ones that clearly don't want to be fixed. They clearly don't, because at the end of the day, you're only hurting yourself. And you need you more than you need them, I'm telling you. That's another point, but next topic, and this is one that also hit hard for me. There's a difference between someone that can be a good person and someone that is a good person. I'll say that again. There's a difference between someone that can be and someone that is a good person. That can be, I'll say someone that can be a good person is, they've shown you they have some redeeming qualities. They're okay. When they want something, they know how to be nice and approachable and, sweet talk and stuff like that. They know how to be respectful when they need to be. It's conditional. That's somebody that can be a good person. Somebody that is a good person is they consistently try to do the right thing, to be a good person. They may fall short. We always do. But they always try to hit the mark of being a good person and being a caring, loving, person. That's somebody that is a good person. They do things without expecting gain. They do things out of the kindness of their heart. They do things just because they know it's the right thing to do. Instead of, let me do these right things because, I'm gonna just do these things just for right now. That's somebody that they can be a good person. They've shown that they can be a good person, but they just choose to act differently. Somebody that is a good person regardless of it. Yeah, they might stumble a little bit. They might have like I said, they might miss the mark a couple times. Like I said, we all do. But more than anything, they hit the mark, or at least try to every single time. That's somebody that is a good person. Be very careful. Like, I know he can be a good person. Can he be, or is he? Can she be, or is she a good person? Next topic. Progress over perfection. All know the saying, practice makes perfect, right? Practice makes patterns. Your goal shouldn't be perfection. If your only goal is perfection, you're gonna miss that mark every single time. You're gonna feel as though you're not achieving anything because your goal is perfection instead of progression. If your goal is progression, you're gonna look at every single day as, I did better than yesterday. I did better than last week. I did better than 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 2 years ago. That should be your goal, progression. That's how you keep growing, because you're never gonna hit the mark of perfection. Nobody's gonna hit the mark of perfection because nobody's perfect. But if your goal is progression, that's an infinite journey of growth. If your goal is progression, that's infinite. You have all the time in the world to progress. I gotta do better than last year. I gotta do better than last week. I gotta do better than yesterday. I gotta do better than this morning. Not a perfect person, but a progressing person. Not a perfect woman, but a progressive woman. Next topic. The season you are in is just fine. This is the top 2 biggest things that hit right now for me. It's definitely something that I wish I would have known back when I was 18. Even 6 months ago, I wish I would have known that. Nowadays, with the day and age of social media and Instagram, TikTok, all that, Facebook, and everybody's posting that they're doing this and they have this and they have that, and you feel like you're not. And then when you don't have those things, you feel as though you're missing out, or that you're not doing enough, or if you're not married by a certain age, or you don't have a boyfriend by now, if you haven't had sex by now, or if you don't have whatever, then you're missing out, or you're behind, and you're not. I'm still struggling with it. We're hot over here on this channel, humble, open, and transparent. So this is something that I still struggle with. There's nothing wrong with the season that you're in. The season that you're in is for a specific reason, to develop you, to mold you, so you can grow. So that way, when you get to the season that you want to be in, or get to the next level that you're supposed to be in, you know what you're supposed to do. You know how to handle it. You have the characteristics. You have the mindset. You have the heart to deal with anything that may come. You will be wiser. You'll be stronger, hopefully, and you'll know how to deal with any next level obstacles that come with your new season. So be content with the season that you're in, because there's nothing wrong with it. If you were supposed to be in a season where you had billions and billions of dollars, you'd be in it. That's just how it, just make it plain. If that's how it was supposed to be, that's how it would be. Because things happen like that, and if it was supposed to be that way, it would. So don't feel like you're behind. Most people that you see, they're either faking it or they're burning themselves out to have what they have. They seem like they have it all, but they don't have it here, and they don't have it here. And I don't mean like mentally they're not there. I mean they're in mental anguish. Like, they have no peace. They have no peace of mind. Their heart is shattered, but it looks like they have it all. Be okay with the season that you're in, because there is purpose for your life and a plan. You're not behind. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. A blessing at the wrong time is a curse. Something that you could have prayed for, hoped for, wished for, whatever. And if you get it in the wrong season, it's a curse, because you're not going to know what to do with it. Please be content with the season that you're in, so that when you get the things that you prayed for, when you get the things that you worked for, you'll know how to be a good steward over them. You'll know what to do with them. I'm speaking of love, and I'm speaking of myself too. I'm hearing myself say it. The season you're in is just fine. You're doing great. I don't know if anyone's told you this, but you're doing great. You'll be okay. You're in perfect season right now. It may not seem like it, but one day you may look back and say, I needed that season of whatever your season is right now. You're going to look back need them as much as you think. Okay, when I was 18, I had this boyfriend. He was my best friend turned boyfriend. And things started out good. It was okay. There were some, little incidences here and there, but it was nothing major. Long story short, he was a narcissist. He was toxic. He was manipulative, emotionally draining, just all the way around, just a draining, taxing person to me, like just emotionally, mentally taxing person. And it was killing me. It was killing me. Literally, it was killing me. That was the first time that I had ever experienced depression. When we broke up, he broke up with me. Not even a month after my grandmother had passed. I'm speaking from experience. Like I said, I'm speaking from experience. This is stuff that I know now that I wish I knew. I thought I needed him, right? I depended so heavily on him because, first of all, he was the person that he took my virginity. He was older than me. He was a couple years older than me. I just turned 18. He was basically my first boyfriend from when, I was an adult. So I felt like that was my first like real relationship. I didn't have a sense of self. I was very just not self-aware, not even self-aware in the sense of like I couldn't point out like flaws in me where I didn't know who I was. I didn't have identity. And I kind of looked to him for identity. And he was a lost cause kind of person too. So it's like the blind leading the blind. I remember, I can talk about it now and it doesn't affect me at all. I can talk about him. And I remember I would be crying. I would wake up like around between 12 and 5 in the morning. And I would just be up listening to music, be crying. And I remember I would be praying to God. And like sometimes nights when I literally could not speak because I'm just so upset and I'm crying my eyes out in my room. I'm like, it's pitch black. I got my headphones and blasting music in my ear, just trying to make the pain go away. And I made a promise to myself that I was never gonna let myself get that low again. And I was never gonna let a person take me that low ever again. And I felt as though God had all that happen to say to me, you don't need him as much as you think you do. And I'm about to show you. And my emotional attachment for him and everything was pretty much gone. I was so happy. Like just the simplest way to put it is just I was so happy and I felt so free. I just felt so free. Like I said, God's telling you don't need him as much as you think you do, and I'm about to show you. You don't need him in order to be who I've called you to be. I'm not saying that other people don't matter, but I'm saying that you can't exhaust yourself, or you don't need this person as much as you think you do. You need you more than you need them. That's what I'm saying. You need you more than you need them. So, yeah, you need you is more than you need them. That's all I'm saying. Well, that concludes today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this discussion. It was definitely an eye-opening thing for me, and as I go back through the list, I'm like, I'm thinking of more things. So I could do a part 2 of this in the future if you guys would want that. I can definitely do a part 2. It's like, there's so many things that I'm thinking of now that I could have written down, but we would have, like I said, we would have been here forever. But like I said, I can definitely do a part 2 of this if that is something that you guys would want. I can make an additional list and we can go through this again, do a part 2 of this, and I would not mind. I could also add some things if you guys leave some things in the comments. I'll do some polls on Instagram or TikTok and see what you guys know now that you wish you knew editing. And I can do a reaction to that in addition to a part 2 list, and that could be next video. So let me know if you guys would want that. That's definitely something I'll be down to do. So let me know if you guys want that. Until next time, guys. Bye.